Yeah, hello everyone. Good evening. This is Diaspora Network. Always good to be around and to share some thoughts. Um, Compliment of the seasons once again, guys, and it's been a wonderful, glorious time. And it's a time of celebration, but at the same time, people are mourning for the Black Christmas Eve happened in Plateau State. It's just a pity. Really, I will focus on that today. And before I go there, I would say our heartfelt to OndoState for the loss of the governor, Akeredolu, and the former speaker of the National Assembly, Mahaba. The two of them, they've done their part in the nation building. I will use that word. Um, it's like that, That's rest in peace, and we pray for fortitude for family to bear the loss. Okay, uh, that is that is it. This is just Ondo State Governor Akeredolu. For me personally, I would say uh, everybody had their own. Definitely, people have had different effects on different people. In their is it their states, anyhow it is. People have had different effects. So especially, I was for me for Ondo State, Akeredolu, what he did for the Amotokun. He was part of he was a part of that created Amotokun. Because insecurity is one thing that I would say he tried really, man, for forming that outfit. I don't really know much about the outfit. I know what to tackle the security in that state or in that area, because I heard that time that we were really attacks. That was attacking the church at the war and other places too. From herdsmen and other stuff. But I think with the coming of Amotoko, I think that thing was really reduced. I think so. I don't know much really about that, but I believe the guy did his part. But during his I would say he hurt. People were saying different things. As per say, he refused to step down or to hand over to the deputy governor. I mean that the family were running the state. But all the same, he's gone. He's gone. He's so rest in peace. But I know he did something in security. I'm sure that was a positive development in security. I would say congratulations to the governor, lucky that is there right now. I, he should do the part. He should do his best for the state. Definitely. I heard the state was turned into a state of confusion when the governor was sick. But I think by now,
Owo is the country home of the late governor of Ondo State, Rotimi Akeredolu.
um,
Residents seem to be unable
this
to
this is your war,
fully
this is your war
celebrate
area.
the
Okay,
death
so
of their
for me
son,
personally, I would
erstwhile
say
governor of the
it's
Sunshine
so rest in
State,
peace.
Ondo
But for
State.
sure, people had different things to say about him.
Drive round town
I was the
shows
command
people
day
sitting in
president,
groups or even
and
standing alone, but all of them
rest in peace
sharing
anyway.
the
So I don't
same
want to say much about
sadness.
that. Okay, um,
Everyone shares the loss, both
that is it.
old
That
and
is it.
young.
We say power come, power goes. Please be a lesson to everyone. Please, if you are in a place of authority, very power, do your part to impact the people. That is the most interesting part. Leave a good legacy, a good name, acquiring wealth, acquiring riches, acquiring. You will not you came empty-handed. You will go empty-handed. That's the truth, man. That is the truth. People say that people that children. Look, if you go, your children can waste those money. There are people here in abroad in Europe. Their parents who are very, very rich. They stop this. I believe they made a big stuff for them. I mean, money for them. But now, there's nothing. There's nothing. They're just ordinary regular people. You know, regular people, right? And we are the work. That's the riches. So for me, I would say have a good legacy, man. Have a good legacy. That's what I would say. Have a good legacy. But for me, I think I heard it. I say it for the security. That's why I say created their motto, created their motto to take care. Because security is important, man. But I feel it happened in Plateau State now. Everybody, for me, I've said,
Seven-year-old
go and
man
take
who
care of
speaks
yourself,
in his
take care
dialect
of yourself,
describes
that
the
is the
death
truth,
of the man
take care of
who
yourself,
says he was present at his naming
that is
ceremony.
it.
It was a
So,
huge and personal loss to him.
that's what I will say. Okay. Anyway, that aside, that aside, just a minute, please. That aside, um, that aside, anyway, um, at the same time, money, Akeredolu, the former speaker, got a number, died also. It was just, this period was just, many things happened, all right? Many things happened, but that's how it is. That's how it is. So, that's all. That's all rest in peace. That's all rest in peace. Okay, that's what I would say. Now, Gaba, now that guy, during the Obasanjo regime, the guy was a strong man, man. I won't tell you that he was a strong man. He did his part to make sure the legislators, the National Assembly, was independent of the executives. That's one thing I love him for. Seriously, he was a strong man. Because the threat from executive from Obasanjo, the guy was a part of the team that made sure that would do third term for the presidency. Because as we heard that time, the time Obasanjo was pushing to make sure he had third term. He had third term. Well, yeah, we heard so. But the guy made sure that that thing did not happen. So for me, kudos to him, man. Kudos to him. People that can stay to make sure they stand for the truth. It's rare, man. Not this time around. See, most of them now they are rubber stamp for House of National Assembly. Then no, it was not just like that at all. It was not just it was not like that. It was really really it was really different. Yeah, he was different. I can say he was different. He never that's the tune of Obasanjo. He never did. He never did. He was saying he's independent. He made sure he acted like that, and he stood for it. That's what I love with number, Gary number. I love you for that. Seriously, I don't really know. I was not following them really because I never really cared then about Nigeria politics, all those stuff. I never really cared. But what he did then was I heard that time they said Ghana must go back to flowing from one senator to senator, try to make sure that was the third agenda of Obasanjo happened. But they said the guy stood his ground. That was for me is a big plus. He made sure that the rule of law, played out. Okay, and so and after that, after his term, they made sure that the guy did not come back to the National Assembly. He never cared. He never cared. I heard he went to the UK. He was not even UK. I saw one video that time in UK where he was moving. He was a kind of paralysis. I don't know. With his grandchildren, with his granddaughter. So, but all the same, man, may so rest in peace. These are people, positive or negatively, they've they've played a part in the nation building. That is the truth. They play a part in nation building. We should all, I would say, give them respect, give them honor. Let's honor them. Let's honor them. That is what I would say. Let's honor them. And how it is. I'm not. For me, I believe in having a good country, having Nigeria. I mean, Nigeria is our country. We should try to play our part to make sure we have the best. Okay, Nigeria is blessed. It's so blessed. Despite what is happening right now, despite We voted. The election was rigged, and we should not lose hope. According to His Excellency, he said he is in the fight. He said he's in the fight. He's not backing out. He cannot back down. He will not back out. He will not. He will not back down. So let's keep on, man. Let's keep on, man. Let's keep on the hope. We should not. We should not lose hope. Okay, we should not just lose hope at all. We should not lose hope at all. That is the truth. Life is a war. Is a long. Personally, I knew that it's not just going to be easy. Seriously, I know that it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be. It's just like that. No, these guys they've been there for a long time. So you don't expect it to just be easy like that. You don't expect it to be just be easy like that. No. Anyway, guys, please, as you watch, can you like, share, make comment, okay? Definitely, we're they're not because the country. Oh. Where's my video now? Where is my video, God? Something went wrong. I can't see myself now. Where is my video, God? Something went wrong. All right, well, can't see myself. It's okay. I'm trying to check on my phone. But my video is on my phone, but I cannot see myself here. Okay, it's okay. I'm sure we are good. I believe the viewers can see me. Okay, they can see me, no problem. But I can't see myself here. I don't know what went wrong. I don't know. It's okay. So, as I was saying, please kindly like, share, make comments, okay? We it's good for us to not to be quiet. Let's keep on talking, speaking. You know, Nigeria belongs to all of us. We should not be intimidated by anybody. Nobody should intimidate. Nobody should intimidate you. And don't be scared. We should not be scared, man. We should when we see anything, let's say it out. Let's say it out. Peter B last time was saying threats, different threats. As per he said, there are many things have been going on that he's not scared about it. He's not scared. So we should not be scared. We should keep on speaking. We should keep on speaking. Okay. We should keep on speaking.
Who died at the age of 65.
Where he did very well as Speaker of the House of Representatives. He helped to position the legislature, which has endured up to this period. We are going to miss him.
A friend and a senior brother and a colleague in the House of Reps when he was our Speaker. What else can I say? We're going to miss him a lot. He's a true Nigerian, a patriot, a fearless and courageous leader.
We actually grew up together. Our family houses were next to each other. His late father and my late father were very, very close friends. In fact, they were family. So from the early 60s, we were together. Daddy was maybe 3 years older than me, but we grew up together, we were playing football together and all of that. As we all know, Gali was a strong-willed, very courageous person, very straightforward, an honest man, highly principled, and we are going to miss him.
A political science graduate from the Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, Kaduna State, late Abba won the election under the People's Democratic Party to represent the Kano Municipal Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives in 1999.
We had led this house at one time or another before.
He would later become the Speaker of the first session of the House of Representatives under the Fourth Republic following the resignation of Mr. Ibrahim Buhari. He retained the seat until 2003.
The total sum of what they wanted to do then was to try as much as possible to have total control of the party so that they could do
Under his leadership, the House overturned the president's veto on some bills, including the Niger Delta Development Commission. His leadership also moved to impeach then-President Olusegun Obasanjo. He was also elected the president of the Conference of Speakers of West African Parliaments, as well as the president of African Parliamentary Union.
And those of us who are left behind will continue to actually not only mourn, will continue to miss the kind of leadership he has been rendering to this great nation and to our state in particular. I want to join others to commiserate with the government and the people of Kano State.
He was someone that everybody was very proud of. He showed his love and passion for this country. Today he is no more, so we will pray for himself and for his family that God will give them the fortitude to bear this irreparable loss.
He failed to retain his seat in the 2003 general election, and many of his supporters remember him for his stance on the independence of the parliament. From Kano Commercial City, Nanchin.
Yeah, I would say that for him, he was really independent on the executive. He fought for it. That one I can remember really. He fought for independence of the legislature. I wish these senators and these national assembly they can take a cue from what he did. He fought for it. That I know. I know. The term agenda of Obasanjo, he made sure he was against it. He was really against it. He was really against it. So I would say kudos to him, man. Kudos to him. That one I respect him for that. I really respect him for that. So be so that's the pace. So the OndoState governor I just passed on, rest in peace. I would say for the kudos, I thank you for what you did for making sure that security in OndoState because there were the headers, they were really trying to overrun that state, that region. So this is what is happening right now in Plateau State. Plateau State, what you guys do is so painful. I had a call from Plateau State that there is a really big stress, really stress in need of help, in need of help. So I don't call the person. I wrote the person back, but I mean, but up till now, I'm still waiting for the person's response. I don't know. I pray for God protection on them. But it's so touching. But the way the voice message he sent to me, it was so touching. So touching. I don't know what to say. I say, wow. I say, man, they are suffering. Like right now, where she is, the people that are with her in the way they are living, so much pain, man. So much pain. We are living in in the country you have IDP camps, you have a war in your country. This is a war. This is a war. This is a war. This is a state of war. And a state of war. And the governor had the audacity, the courage, to go to Lagos and be paying homage and be taking picture with Tinubu. I don't get it. They're supposed to declare National Money Day. National Money Day for 3 days or 7 days. And what is so baffling in Plateau State, I will try to play the videos. I'll play the analysis of Nara TV. And one guy from Plateau State, he said that they do send letters, all these terrorists, not killers. They're not bandits. They are not bandits. Not criminals. These are killers. These terrorists, they send letters of that they are coming to invade you, they're going to attack you. They will send letter. And today is what? Today is 28. And they are coming again, they say they are coming tomorrow, Friday, to attack them. Tomorrow, Friday. They are coming to work community to attack. The security, what are you guys doing? They said anytime they want to make attack, they always write letter to them that they are coming, or informants will be there to inform the villagers. See, oh, this is what these people are planning. Oh, they are coming. Oh, then the security you know where to be found. Nigeria. I don't know. The people that are sponsoring this stuff, I don't know. The governor is talking of going to Lagos and be prostrating at Obali for what I don't know. And the president, the second president, Tinubu has not gone to that place to check the people, to see the people. What kind of a country are we living in? And he's planning to go to Switzerland for a visit. Your country is dying. Your country, people are suffering. You are planning a visit to Switzerland. What are you going to do in Switzerland? No investor is coming to Nigeria. I live in Switzerland. Nobody is coming to Switzerland. Nobody is coming. Nobody is going to come to Nigeria for investment. No investor is going to come there. When there is crisis, when there is insecurity in Nigeria, who is going to invest? Even the indigenous Nigerians can even some of them have gone there to invest. They are crying. Somebody that told me had 2 hotels in Nigeria, that the money is spending for fuel alone is done too much. It's run at a loss. Look, there must be enabling environment before investors can come in. There must be enabling environment before visit. You don't need to go and look for investors. When there's an environment, we have the resources, we have the natural resources. They will on their own come and be begging. They will on their own come and be begging when you have everything is there. Like security, to infrastructure. I mean, light and the rest. When you have all those stuff, it will beg. Come in, they will come in. They are saying they're coming. Look at Dubai. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know. I don't know how to explain this stuff. You've not you've not been you were supposed to be the father of the nation. Your children are dying. Okay, let's assume you have 5 wives. Let's say and how many children? Then some of your children are dying. You've not gone there to see them. They are even being told that they are going to be attacked again. You've not gone there to see them, and you are sending people to go. Come on, you took us a fact. You show fatherly love to go and see the people first things first. People, I saw. Look, when I saw it, I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry. Governors beggars. Governors, they are beggars. I saw the VP and the governors, they are going there begging. I mean, I don't know if they are begging, eye service. I don't know what to call it. They are prostrate. Have a party, drink. Can you even drink champagne? Can you drink coffee? Can you drink a cup of tea or water when your people are dying? How can you drink? How will you pass your throat? It's a pity. It's a shame. I don't know how I feel. I'm touched. I'm touched, really. I'm touched. I'm just touched. This is not good enough. This is not good enough. This is bad. Show care for your people. As a leader, care for your people. That shows the leadership. It shows the leadership. I don't know. I saw somebody was saying, was arguing, the president has sent the vice president, he has sent the secretary advisor, he has sent these people to go there. What are you telling me? Your children are dying. Let's put your place in. I don't wish that for anybody. Put your place as a father. Your son is dying. You send your brother. You send somebody to go and to go and see them. Oh no, 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 no. That is not fair. That is not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair for Nigerian people. It's not fair. By now, Nigeria should be in a state of money. The flag should be have the state the Nigeria should be money by now. They should be in the money. They should be money. 7 days of money. That's how it's supposed to be right now. But God save Nigeria, help the people. Just help, God help. That's my prayer, God help, because I cannot say I don't know. And I saw governors, all of them, tripping to Lagos, wasting taxpayers' money. What are you supposed to go to do in Lagos? Paying for chartering flights. They go there with on charter flights. Most of them went there on charter flights. Why? With encourage. Why? You put the SETA code. Why? This is a waste of money, public money. They are complaining, people, there's no money. You are wasting money. Then again, all the money I'm sure they even borrowed. How will you pay back? How will you pay back? Can't you just sit down and be reasonable and think and think? Look, the vice president, Shetima, is in Abuja there. Tinubu, they live in the same place in Abuja there. He just went on Christmas break. You now left Abuja to go and pay visit. Type of visiting. You were together a few days ago, a few hours ago. They were going to see for what? Is it eye service? Can't just Africans wake up and see the reality of things? That all these things are not they are not needful. Can't they just wake up and say, look, these things are not needful. What are we doing? What are we doing? This is a waste of resources. I even heard the federal government didn't pay the civil servants for the Christmas. So, and you are wasting money. Guys, wake up, man. The future belongs to you guys. Nigerians, wake up. The future belongs to you. Either you lose it or you win it forever. That was the time for them to win it. Where I don't know, maybe Tabi was. I don't know. I won't say. I mean that is style. If you are called for a revolt, for protest, people have come out to protest because the election was rigged. It was rigged, and they're rigging out, and people are quiet. They've gone back to their people have gone to their normal style of suffering and smiling, waiting on God. You wait on God, okay. God will give you everything you need, man. If you wait on God, you will wait. God has given you everything you need. The ball is in your court. He has given you the choice. Choose life or choose death. He has given you what you need to do, what you don't need to do. He has told you what is best for you. So you don't need to wait on God. God has given you everything. You're always to pray God for his guidance. That is your oath for his guidance to lead you. That is what you need to do. And take your country, take your future. Your future is in your own hands. You have to know that. You just have to know that, guys. You have to know that, man. I'm just speaking. I'm speaking alone, really. Speaking alone. This is not the panel now. It's okay. I tell with people. Just thinking about. I did plan to sell this stuff, man, but I just got to say this because, man, oh, that's how it is, man. That's how it is. But the governor of Plateau State, I don't know what he's going to go and do in Lagos. For what? To go and take picture with Tinubu and I'll be smiling and laughing. People are dying. And they have even sent letters that are coming on Friday again. You guys are security, please, guys. DSS, NSA, police, military, guys, please protect the Nigerian people. I know you're doing your part. I know maybe it's beyond you because there are things behind closed doors. Maybe the politicians are involved, top people are involved. You cannot just do against them. But know one thing: you are here to protect the lives of Nigerians, making Nigeria one to protect Nigeria. That's number one, not individual. Nigeria as a country. That is your call. That is your call. That's your duty to do. Okay, have this in mind, guys. Have this in back of your mind, and don't let politicians use you. Don't let them use you. Politicians, power come, power go. I have always said this: power it comes and go. We should be careful what we do. We should. The future is there, man. If not for yourself, do it for the sake of your unborn children. Do it for the sake of your unborn grandchildren or great grandchildren. Do it for the future of the country. Let's make things work. Let's forget this bigotry, this religion stuff. These are from north and from the east, from the west, from the south. I'm Fulani, I'm Hausa. I don't believe in those stuff. I don't believe in Igbo. I don't believe in Hausa. I don't believe in Yoruba. I don't believe in Ish. I don't believe in it. I believe in one thing. In one thing. Human life. I believe in oneness. I believe in human race. Okay. I mean, this is who we are. Fight for your country, defend your country, protect the people, not be tribalistic. Enough is enough for this tribal stuff. Enough is enough, guys. Enough is enough. Let's make it work. Oh, man. What do I say? What do I say? What do I say? Even the sort of Sokoto, he knows that this thing. Okay, let me play what he said. Let me just play what he said. Let me play it, okay? Let me play it. Let me play it.
Just a couple of days back, there was this clash in Plateau. Over 100 plus lives were lost. Now, why do we keep on having these clashes? Why do we keep on having these deaths caused by ourselves? A couple of weeks back, the Tinubu issue is still fresh with us. Now, the one on the Plateau. We always condemn such things, but after condemning such activities by these bandits and criminals, what's next? What are the roles of the government who are supposed to protect our lives and property? Why can't we be proactive? Stop such attacks before they happen. What happened to our intelligence gathering mechanisms? Anybody tell me that nobody knew such attacks were coming on in various places, whether it's in Sokoto or it's in Birnin Kabi or it's in Kaduna or anywhere? Have we lost our sense of gathering information to avert any of such heinous crimes? We must ask our government to up the game, because these bandits are always a step ahead. For some of us who are fortunate to have served in the military, we know the activities of the security agencies. So we keep on asking questions. What really is happening? Things are politicized, and that's the worst way to go when you politicize insecurity. We're all in one big country where we have poverty. Yes, Muslims, Christians, even people who don't have religion go to the same markets. They buy the same foodstuff. They enter the same vehicles, pay the same fares. So it's not an issue of religion. Let's not tell ourselves anybody is planning anything against Muslims or Christians. No, it's an issue of leadership. And I've said it so many times, let's have confidence in the leadership that yes, within the next few months, year, something will change. Let's keep on having hope. Because the moment you lose hope, I tell you, you are finished. Yes. At my last speech at the Independence Day in National Mosque, I brought up these same issues. I don't want to repeat them. But we must call on our leaders to rise up to the occasion. Things are not right. And when things are not right, anything can happen. But as Muslims, we believe in Almighty Allah, who does what He wants to do when He wants to do so. So let's continue with our prayers. Let's pray. As we pray, we put pressure on our leaders to do the right thing. Let's not leave our leaders with their own problems and faults. We must all take this leadership as one opportunity for all of us to be good to one another and let our country be a much better country. The challenges are there. We're not looking back. We're not looking down at it that it is not there. It's there. There are serious problems. And what do? We face the challenges. When you face the challenge, and that challenge is no more a challenge to you, it's behind you. So I'd like to call on all of us here. to redouble our efforts. We call on all our leaders to fear Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is going to ask you what you did with your leadership here on earth. I will not be there. All of us will go independently and answer to the Almighty Allah. If you do good, Alhamdulillah. If you do wrong, Alhamdulillah to you. So let's wake up. The time to sleep, this deep slumber is over. The Muslim Ummah must wake up. You've heard what has been said here today. You've heard what Imam Tajuddin said. You've heard what you said at so many places. We are ready to always do the best we can, but don't leave us with our own little wisdom. Contribute to us. Talk to us. Tell us when we do things wrongly. And inshallah, changes must come. But don't leave us. Don't be afraid to tell a leader the truth, because you must tell him the truth, and that's the worst you can do. If you do your own, leave him to his responsibilities. Almighty Allah will not ask you to account for any of these faults. Everybody will answer his own problems.
Yeah, guys, that is the thing, man. I purposely played that so to see his leadership problem. Okay, that is leadership problem. That is the truth. We should all know that it's leadership problem. We should know that. We should know that. So I will say there's a video I said I will play. Okay, I will play it. Maybe after I play one video again. Now, the guy said they send letters to them that they're going to attack, and nothing will be done. And nothing will be done. Then that's one to said they know where they are where they do camp. So what security forces, what are they doing? That means people are behind it. Is it for political gain? I don't understand. Do you want to key to rule over the people you love so much that you want to lead them? Are you killing for that? If you are killing people you want to go and roll over, or want to go and rule, that means you don't love them. That means you don't deserve. That means you need to you deserve to be in the prison. That means you belong to the prison. You belong to the prison. So I don't really get it. If it's just this one, all this that happens is political stuff. If it's religion, or if it's taking over, or ethnicity, or maybe or combination. I don't know, but I believe the security knows. They know what is happening. The Sultan has military background. He knows what is happening. He understood, but he cannot really go deep in it because I think that is one of the odds or so. But they know what is happening. Those on top, they know what is happening. They know what is happening. So please, enough of killings. Enough of killings. Enough of killings. Nobody deserves to die. These are people with future. These are people, future leaders, future councillors, future local government chairmen, governors, bankers, doctors. These are future. These are people with great future. Who are killing children, killing mother, killing family, killing fathers. Man, Nigerians, please wake up. We don't deserve this. Years ago, if they have told me people will be doing there'll be attacks in Nigeria. Years ago, I would have believed it. I thought, okay, those Afghanistan, all those stuff. But over the years, it was introduced to Nigeria. It was happening. Bomb blast, they plant bomb somewhere. So I said, Nigeria, how come? Before you know it, there's a war. There's war. This is war. This is the war situation, man. This is the war situation. Please. We don't pray for that. Let's pray for our leaders. I will say that they should have sense. Okay, let's pray that they should have. They should know what to do. They should know what to do. They should not be scared of anybody. Or they should not be scared of. Why should they be scared? I don't. Why should they even be scared, sef? Why should they be scared? Man, it's just a pity. It's painful. It's painful. When I listen, watch all this stuff, it's painful. It's painful. As I told you, the call I got, it was a voice message. Up till now, the person has not responded to me. I pray she's okay. I pray the family where they are okay. Plateau State. Plateau State. It's pathetic. It's just pathetic. It's a pathetic situation. The way she was saying it, says she doesn't know. Doesn't know. Doesn't know. Oh God. Oh God. Ah, man, I swear. Please. Always solve this problem. It's you and I. It's you and I. Oh. Don't think other people will come and help you to do it. Oh. Nobody will help you to come and do it. Oh. It's you and I that will do it. Okay. It's you and I that will do it. That is why. Anyway, I mean, I don't know. I love listening to Rufai and OG and all those people with their analysis of the Plateau stuff. Okay, it's just Plateau stuff. Just Plateau stuff. Okay, let's go. Let's hear them. Okay, let's hear them. Let's hear them.
In 17 communities by terrorists, the vice president who was representing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was at Bokos, Bakin Ladi, and parts of Mangu local government areas, where the terrorists killed over 100 people and displaced many residents. Shatima assured the victims that the killings in the state must stop, adding that Tinubu will not relent in ensuring that the affected communities get justice and residents are safe. Well, Dr. Bati Rufai ayoed this visit as, it came at the right time. I applaud the Vice President for going out there at the time that he did. But of course, a lot of Nigerians are asking, why is it that this is the same rhetoric that we get? Every time we see these things happen, the government officials go out there. But I want to insist that this is a new administration, and I'm hoping that it's going to be different. One of the comments that we got online was the fact that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has not visited. He is the head of the family at this point. When your child dies, you go and condole with the family and bury your children properly, correct? Everywhere, across the world, if an incident like this occurs, the first person that you'll see out there is the president. Rufai, I know you did make that comment, and yes. I'd like to align with you because we want this not to be the same type of situation that we've been hearing for years. And also the fact that the governor of Plateau State, which I'll take as well, he did attend that jollificating visit, like you mentioned yesterday, with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He actually attended the party at the same time. It is not the right optics that we see here. I mean, that is the picture that was circulating, and he did come under fire. Let me take a DEC tweet before I come to you, Rufai. DEC wrote, #Plateau Massacre. The governors did not find it fit or right to visit Bokos in Plateau State, where over 120 people were killed and families thrown into grieving, but found it good to converge in Lagos and visit Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You see how upset people are.
So, you see, and I made an explanation earlier on, and I say, you see, it comes from a place of mental, hitherto torture. A lot of Nigerians have been tortured mentally without knowing. We come from a long line at first of colonialists. No, let me even chart a historiography. We come from a long line of culture where leaders are not to be challenged.
In the heart of Gaza, where hope is a precious rarity, every meal we give means hope for kids and
Wow. I will come back to the video, okay? I just want to this analysis, okay, just for us to I want us to get it clear. I want to listen to their views. Although I've spoken most of the things anyway, but the truth will be said, okay? So let's please, as you watch, kindly like, kindly share. It's important you like and share, okay? And let's carry on. Let's carry on.
Say kabiosi. What it means is nobody dares ask you anything. So then afterwards, after the British came and the amalgamation, they came late 1800s. I mean, okay, they came late 1800s when Kosoko and Akito, that was their in-route amalgamation. First amalgamation 1906, proper amalgamation 1914, Northern Central Protectorate. The colonialists now became the next kabiosi that we couldn't ask them anything. You know, the likes of Lugard became a brute and a terrible human being. Then it now cascaded into the first set of freedom fighters. When they finally got the power and became leader, they now became the first set of kabiosi. Then we had corruption, we had many things. I don't want to mention leaders of those days. Then we had the military incursion. Then we're now back to civilian. So it has always been a kabiosi. So we are not known to hold our leaders accountable. So when we hold them accountable, it's not cultural. Because everybody goes to leaders for benefits, for what you carry on for Christmas and all of that. But it doesn't make it right. The first person that should have been there is the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He swore by it.
Absolutely.
To defend these people, to defend the Constitution, to defend the rights. He said he's going to defend the Constitution. Doesn't the Constitution say people have freedom of association or movement? The constitutional rights of the people in Bokos were violated. Blood is all of our hands. And what happened? The president was not there to defend the constitutional rights of the people. That's all we are calling for. I just say, Mr. President, do your job. He's so quick to go abroad to look for investors. So are the lives of the people not worth investing? It's the optics. And not visiting, I say kudos to the vice president. A lot of people have made the argument that the president and the vice president is... No, I'm sorry, I don't buy the argument. It's the president people voted for on the ticket.
Yes, absolutely.
He's the head of the ticket. When they returned presidential candidates in the election, they returned Bola Ahmed Tinubu first. Yes, the vice president, yeah, but he's the one they voted for.
Yes.
So please, I think this should be the last time in terms of national crisis we're calling our leaders. Some have even further made the argument that the president Buhari go to a war. So I now look at that again. So Buhari has become a standard.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Is
like
that the standard we want to set? It's a new administration we expect. It's got to be different. And for Governor Mutfwang that is jollificating and all of that, he should be careful. I beg him, he should be careful. What the people of those areas need is love, is peace. They just want to live. These people are poor, Audrey. They are mostly potato farmers. Bokos, mango, and some other potato farmers. Please, let us do what is right. And it's not because we have anything against the president. If the president goes there, we will celebrate him. But it's just what is right. So I understand those that are saying, no, the vice president has got... No. The president must be there. Accountability must start. I know we don't have that culture of accountability. So I excuse dissenting opinion about. We don't have the culture of accountability. Holding government accountable like we're doing our rights is not a Nigerian thing. But we need to start developing it.
Yes, this is different at this point. Ayo.
Yeah, I totally agree with your line of thought, both Rufai and Oji, and the fact that I believe that the president missed a fine moment to demonstrate very strong leadership abilities and leadership skills. When we have incidents like this in other parts of the world, the leader, there's nothing like Christmas. There's nothing like meetings. You suspend everything. And I think it also points to the fact that because of the number of violent attacks in that area and also in other parts of Nigeria, we've become quite desensitized to death tolls. So when we hear 150 people killed, only 150, last year, it's a competition of numbers. Because only earlier this year, in June of this year, the same Bokos local government area, Mangu local, 150 people were killed over 3 weeks this same year.
I love it.
A month afterwards, and by that time, President Tinubu had been sworn in, but let's excuse him. At that time, he had just come into office, so he was just, putting things together. 6 months, 7 months down the line, the same thing happened, despite the promises that were made in July to the governor of the state when the IG of police visited him alongside the commanding officer of Operation Safe Haven from the military. They said they were going to put out, equip the officers, ensure we will not have a repeat of this. What do we have 5 months after that visit? Another attack, and now possibly the numbers will top those numbers. But guess what? Business as usual, governors are still going to meet. It shows that we've become desensitized over the years to death tolls. A small incident, and let me use that word very lightly, happens in other parts of the world. You see Nigerians shouting, I stand with Israel, I stand with Palestine. We are talking about the problems that plague other people. When 7 people are killed by a deranged person in the US, we are talking, it makes headlines on international media. Nigeria follows suit. When 150 people die in our own country, initially we're like, okay, 2 days later, 3 days later, we're not even talking about the fact that VP went to visit. He went 3 days later, so he had spent Christmas with his family, he had gone to Lagos to see the president, and then he went to see the people of Bokos who did not have Christmas. I think this is a big issue, and I'm glad that we're saying it's not business as usual. The previous administration must never be a standard of leadership. That was horrible, it was terrible, it was criticized, and we are hoping for better. And we're saying this now because next time, we want the president to see Nigerians speak out about this so that he will take responsibility. So, I mean, it's happened. But next time, when things happen, he must be at the forefront of showing empathy. He must really, it's not just about statements. He must see the people, visit them, let them see a leader, a true leader in our president.
Absolutely. Dr. Bati, you did make the point earlier. Let me just say what I was going to say. I said you made the point. I did hear you earlier saying that, the president did send a representative and he sent a vice president was representing the president. I mean, only last month, or is it this month, in Kaduna State, there was that mishap that happened, the bombing. Guess who went there? The vice president. It was the vice president who represented the president. So at this point, we are calling and encouraging the president to visit people, victims in this type of situation. Dr. Bati.
See, I worked in the presidency, so I'm not doing armchair commentary. I have an idea. Now, as citizens, you can be concerned and say, if a man quarrels with his wife, the president, because he's the leader of the country, should show up there to separate them. If there is fire in a market, the president should be the one to carry fire extinguisher and all that. It's fine, because Nigerians will say, we want our president to be in the front. But in the governance process, it doesn't always work like that. It's as follows. People are challenging Governor Mutfwang. There's nothing wrong if there is a crisis in a state for the governor to go and brief the president. A governor can call the president on phone, depending on the circumstances. He may decide to go physically to go and brief the president. And I kept making the point that when the governors visited the president, one of the issues that they discussed was the crisis in Plateau. And the governor of Plateau was there. He had even said on television that same day, on this same program, that he was going to go and brief the president because they were still collating figures and all that. So that gave him an opportunity to go and brief the president, and it was after that the vice president visited. So those who are challenging Governor Mutfwang, what else do they want him to do? I mean, he's been there, he's visited the people, he said they were going to be responsible for medical care and all of that, and he came to brief the president. I don't have an issue with that. Some people said, those governors should visit. Well, they may still well visit. After all, we have had situations in the past when some governors will go and identify with their colleague in moments of distress. Now, about the president not going, I said, look, it's a joint ticket. And the president under Section 5 has executive powers. He can delegate authority. The vice president going there did not even go alone. He went there to deliver the president's message. Go and check the text of what he told the people. He said, look, President Tinubu asked me to tell you this. The National Security Advisor was there. The Chief of Defense Staff was there. 2 former governors of the state, Darie and Lalong, were there. The governor himself was there to identify with the people, to visit the communities. But if people are angry, yes, the only justifiable part of it is that we have been on this matter for decades, since 2009.
Yes.
People keep getting killed. The only thing we hear is we mourn, we bemoan, we lament, there will be access to justice.
Or the president sends his condolences.
Or the president sends his condolences.
We don't want to hear that anymore.
This is what we have been worrying about. So our concern should not just be about the physical presence of the president. After his visit to Lagos, he can still go there. It doesn't matter. But what matters to someone like me is what difference will it make beyond optics? It's now that Defense Headquarters is saying that the terrain is difficult. How can they say that? Terrain is difficult. So what is the job of Operation Safe Haven there? They said they received 30 distress calls, but they could not move because the terrain is difficult. Which terrain is difficult?
And how were those people able to access the terrain?
The police.
How were they able to access the terrain?
The terrorists could access the terrain. The military, the Nigerian military could not access the terrain. Now the police has just woken up. A DIG has been dispatched to the place. Messing after death.
Come on.
And they are saying we will investigate, and after about 150 people have died. So what we want is for the state, state, to be responsible, to be responsive, to protect the people. It's not about individuals going for photo opportunities, and posing for cameras and just displaying empathy. If that empathy does not translate into concrete action, then we're missing the point.
Yeah, I don't know how terrorists can access the terrain. Well, in the meantime, stand-up comedian Sheyi Law, who visited Nigerian Army troops on Christmas Day, in a post.
Wow. My brothers and my sisters, and as I've said, Nigerians, local government councillors, local government chairmen, the governors, take your state, your community, protect it by yourself. Don't wait for Nigeria. Don't wait for them. Look at what Amatokun, what they are doing. Something like that. Legalize them as a state. Give them ammunition to protect your people. You cannot wait for these people to protect you. Because killings have been happening over and over. They will come and commiserate with you. I tell you sorry, tell you that. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Guys, enough is enough. You guys have to wake up. Please, you have to take your country back. Take your country back. I'll play the video. I'm sure Plateau State because it's painful. It's painful. It's painful. The military that are over there, are they adequately funded? That is another question too. Are they adequately funded? Do they have the ammunition? Do they have the materials, the equipment? Do they have it? Are the personnel are they enough? Are they many enough? These are questions we really need to tackle. We really need to tackle. We really need to tackle these questions because we don't really. I don't really know. I don't really know. Okay. Okay. Just imagine.
The terrain should be protected.
These are terrorists. These are terrorists. These are terrorists. Military people are there also.
Or they are terrorists. For these
are terrorists. Military people are there. That means they know them.
Yes.
This is
until
what is happening.
Maybe they might have brought out a statement. I don't know because I don't claim that I know everything.
That's why I pulled it up.
But they must be able to investigate. And
I don't know
do their intelligence not show them things like this? Because there's no how they're going to say they don't know that things like this do exist. As regards the, what is it called? The money not being enough and what Sheyi Law did, and kudos to Sheyi, I should say. Truth has to be said. We know that the money is not enough. But how about the money being frittered away in corruption? In my house in VI here, I opened the newspaper one morning and I saw a top army general. Yes. He had bought the house close to my house in VI here. And they were saying allegations of corruption. We all remember those cases. So the corruption across board, we see things like that.
Yes.
We see the mammoth corruption. But there's nothing being done about it. We see how much the National Assembly members.
Yes.
So my heart goes out to our military officers, and they are doing a yeoman's job.
They are doing amazing.
But for us to also make this make sense, can the National Assembly to cut their budget, let's plow that money into the military? Yes, it's an idea. The National Assembly should start. Maybe the money that they are using to buy 160 million naira Jeep for one, maybe they should use 50 million naira. Or they should even drive Toyota Camry. Maybe they used to drive Toyota Camry. Senators used to drive Toyota Camry before in this country. Why can't they drive Toyota Camry? Must it be SUV? And plow the money into the military. Secondly, as regards this war, when are we even going to end this war? Because you see, this cannot go on forever. And I keep arguing.
And people can't keep dying.
That what is happening is that the war economy has taken over the Northeast and parts of the North and parts of this country. For every war, there's something called a war economy. As long as people are benefiting, forget it. Just like in Plateau too, there's a war economy going on in Plateau. That's why it's constantly being attacked. And there are many interests, which government with its intelligence definitely should know. Can we call these people and say, okay, enough is enough?
Or just hire mercenaries and get rid of these people.
Can we call them and say, enough is enough?
It's just...
Is it time for us to win the peace? Enough is enough. Because you see, I wonder, why is this conflict lingering on for so long?
Bonjour à tous les passionnés de yoga qui nous...
Wow. Okay. Sorry for that. Please, I've said, we all need to wake up, okay? We all need to wake up. Nigerians, wake up more. Nigerians, wake up. Take the country by take your security seriously. Governors, take your security seriously. Protect your people, okay? Let us stop looking for. Let me continue with them.
Families that was saying it's going to go longer, and I'm scared about that.
All right.
Children that were born when the Boko Haram insurgency started are already teenagers today. So when are we going to stop this?
All right. Again, may the souls of those who have passed rest in peace. Dr. Bati, we don't have much time. Quickly.
No. Sheilo, yes, I think it's good that he went to see the troops. That's how he chose to spend his Christmas holiday. And we saw, if you go to his at Sheilo Instagram page, you see pictures that he took with the troops. There was also a lot of dancing and, jollification during the occasion. But, going to visit the troops will probably boost their morale, to identify with them and to let them know that they are doing a great job of making the ultimate sacrifice, while other people are enjoying at home. And the president singled them out for special praise in his Christmas message. Mr. Peter Obi singled them out for special praise.
And we've done so too.
What we can ask for, is what Sheilo is saying, to equip them properly.
Yes.
Because what they are fighting is an asymmetrical war, where the enemy does not even have a uniform. It's not conventional war, and that's why it's prolonged. However, they need to be equipped, and they themselves need to do a lot more in terms of gathering of intelligence. This morning, we quoted the Sultan of Sokoto saying what happened in the Plateau was due to failure of intelligence. And he should know, he having been a military officer himself, as a career officer. Right. So these are the issues here. But I hope Sheilo will not come tomorrow. He's a comedian. And say he helped to fight Boko Haram. He too was with the troops. No, we know he's a comedian. We will remind him that we saw his pictures. We didn't see him fighting.
Well said, Dr. Abati. Let's end what's trending then. Let's end what's trending today by paying tribute to Rotimi Akeredolu, who died on Wednesday morning at the age of 67. Before his death, the OndoState governor had been away from the state since June for medical treatment. On September 7th, Akeredolu returned to Nigeria after a 3-month medical leave in Germany and was operating from his residence in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. The governor of the state, Lucky Ayedatiwa, who was sworn in yesterday as a substantive governor of the state, declared a 3-day mourning in the state. In the meantime, an old video showing when Akeredolu spoke about the power in words and in people's names while eulogizing Ayedatiwa, who at the time replaced the former deputy governor, Agbola Ajayi has gone viral. Akeredolu was speaking during his inauguration speech for his second term in office. Let's take a look.
I think the name we give our children or the name we bear at times matters a lot.
Yeah.
So I want to congratulate this man. When they gave you lucky, they knew you would be lucky. Now you are lucky. When you are given Orimison to be a deputy governor, Orientobason, Lule, deputy governor, Orieson, and even your parents' name spoke volume. Ayedatiwa, Ayedidatiwa. You have been loyal, you have been consistent. You are worthy of this position. And I want to thank you for being considered to complete this journey with us. I have maximum 4 years. Maybe you can proceed from there. It is for me now to come down and for you to grow. I must come down for him to go, and I have done my only little bit. So I congratulate you, congratulate your wife, congratulate your children.
Powerful speech there. May his soul rest in peace.
Almost speaking prophetically there, Lucky Orimison Ayedatiwa, your name has spoken for you, even though it might not be in circumstances that people wanted. However, the governor described you as loyal and consistent. I hope that this vote of confidence invested in you by Governor Akeredolu, you will live up to it in your tenure as governor.
And this is the thing about naming and naming systems in Africa. Africans give their children names that have meaning.
Right.
You won't see an African family calling child wood, stone, or bricklayer. Right. You know, because the names carry meaning.
Absolutely.
The functionality of names.
I'd love to thank you all for your great analysis as always.
Hi guys. So I people say that we're on Plateau State. We're on Plateau State and we pray for peace in Plateau State, not just Plateau State, in the middle belt to pray for peace. Okay, we're going to make things work. Those people there have said, Governor, if you're the governor, if you are the protect your people, form a security team to protect your community and your people. Don't wait for these people. Don't wait for them. To supplement the police and the army, you have to form your own also. Okay, it's important because where there is life, there is hope. Okay, where there is peace, you have investors. Where there is no peace, we cannot have investors. And how can you pull your people out of poverty when there are no companies? How can you do that when there is no peace? How can you do right now? At the camps right now, they are running for their lives. So now we're thinking of feeding them. So how can they be productive for you? They're not a liability. So you see, a state or a community or a country where they have insecurity, there will be poverty. You cannot pull people out of poverty. Security is number one. If you want to pull people out of poverty, security is number one. Secure your country. Investors will come in. Not by move up and down. Tinubu, I don't know where you want to go. I heard we'll go to Switzerland. Please, I have not visited Plateau State. Have politicians, have your people at heart, have the people you are controlling, you are rule, they are your children, have them at heart. The governor went to Tinubu, taking pictures. I don't know what they are doing. I don't know. It makes me anyway. Guys, now this interview, the guy said that these people they will send letter. They say, I'm coming so they to come and attack your community. They will drop the letter anonymously somewhere. It shows that they know where these people are. It shows that the people that are doing it, they know them. It shows that the people that are doing it, they are not far from them. It shows that the security system is poor. It shows that the intelligence is poor. It shows that some people are behind them. It shows that some people are supporting them. It shows that it's like they cannot, even the military, their hands are tied. That, for me, that is just the meaning. That is the meaning. Like the security, their hands are tied. They cannot really do anything. They cannot do anything. They know what is happening, but they cannot do anything. They cannot do anything. Killings everywhere. Kaduna State, Plateau State, Tarabas. Enough is enough, this. Enough is enough. Governors, you are the chief secretary officer of the state. Take your security seriously. Form a team to supplement the police and the army. Okay? Help yourself. Help yourself. Help yourself. I think those people in the Southwest region did it at Motoku. Middle belt, do your own. I don't know what we're waiting for. I don't know which is wrong. Look, the people has the say. The voice of the people supersedes anything. I believe the voice of the people, they are crying. They have been crying. They want security. They are dying. They have been displaced from their ancestral homes. And this has been happening for years. They will come from Abuja, from different places, and say, take pictures, take video, and we will pay for, we will compensate the family for compensate life. We will take care of the people. We will pay the hospital bills. I don't even know if they do those stuff. They will just come, take camera and go away. Life continues. Nigerians are like that. Life continues. Nobody care. Life continues. Going back to suffering and smiling. For how long? Suffering and smiling. You don't need that, guys. You don't need that. You don't need that. We should all wake up, please. Please, as you watch, kindly like, share, make comment, okay? Right then, I think I'm on YouTube channel, Facebook, on Twitter right now, okay? This, for me, this is how I do my own. This diaspora network. I mean, we have to tell people what is happening, talk to people, encourage people, we'll say how to make Nigeria move forward, okay? That's how we do. That's what we do. That's what we need to do. That's what we want to do. If we can do more, we'll do more, okay? That is the truth. But we need to start, we must talk. If you don't see something that is not good, you don't talk. You have to talk. You just have to talk, okay? It's important. And guys, don't be scared. Anywhere you are, talk. If you're in Nigeria, talk. Okay? You have to talk. After all, according to denominator, I say, if you talk, you die. If you don't talk, you die. So just talk. To save situation. And if you talk, nobody is killing you, man. Nobody is dying, okay? Nobody is dying. Nigeria is our good country. Nigeria is blessed. So blessed. So blessed, man. So blessed. Okay, guys, let me play this video now, okay? This is an interview. The guy is from Plateau State. He said many things. Many things. Many things, okay? So, it's just so... It's so painful what is happening, Sha. So painful. It's so painful. It's Nigeria of our country. Nigeria of our country. Nigeria of our country. Okay. All right, let's listen to him.
Launch their attacks but refuses to take action, thereby leaving innocent citizens in danger. Pogu also stated that the continuous attacks have also led to political suppression of the people of the Middle Belt, leaving them defenseless and vulnerable. The forum is calling on state governors to take up the responsibility of protecting the lives of their citizens using the vigilantes in the communities under attack. Adding that state police is the only option to secure the country from a full-blown war. Well, for more on the calls of the Middle Belt Forum, let's bring in Dr. Stanley Kavwam. He's the Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the Middle Belt Forum. He's also a lecturer of social works. I'll keep that away from where you lecture, because we're dealing with something very, very you know, because we tried reaching out to a lot of people. Some would prefer to speak to you on phone, but they just don't want to come on television. So we'd like to thank you for your time. But again, how is this actually going on? First, if you look at the timelines, it will seem as if it is all the time that there is some form of festivities or leading to festivities, whether it's the Eid, whether it's Christmas or New Year, that you get to see such attacks.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. I would want to take it from a historical point of view.
Oh.
Okay. You see, the British created all the problems that we are grappling with here today in Nigeria.
You're taking it way back.
Yes. You see, because the tragedy of our collectivity is that we like addressing problems from the top of a tree rather than going to the roots of where the problems are actually coming from. Particularly when the British came, the problem we're dealing with as a country today, not just the issue on the Plateau, different middle belt states, and even part of, you know, southeast, southwest, almost all of the country has been enmeshed in all manner, you know, of bloodletting that Nigeria has almost become a theater for violence. The problem emerges from the imposition of an exploitative colonial political economy, because the colonial political economy that the British imposed on this country is quite exploitative. But more perniciously, what we're dealing with today arose from the ascension of a degenerate and bankrupt indigenous leadership that has failed to what? Either transform or reform that exploitative colonial political economy to attack inequality. Now, where individuals have an equal access to valid resources and services, uncertainty will be created. Now, let me take you down memory lane. When the British came, they did a social stratification of the Nigerian society. They placed the Anglo-Saxons at the top of the pyramid or the hierarchy. Under them are the Teutonic races. When I talk of the Anglo-Saxons, I'm talking about the British and the whole of Europe. Under them, we have the Teutonic races, that's the Asians, the Red Indians. Under them, we have the white Arabs. And under the white Arabs, we have the Fulani, and under the Fulani, we have the Hausa. And under the Hausa, we now have the child or pagan races. That is any other ethnic nationality that is not part of the Sokoto Caliphate. And that is what makes up the Middle Belt. Now, in particular, that particular social stratification now created a relationship of superiority and inferiority. Why would I ordinarily want to invade your land, take that land from you, kill you, maim you, and rename that place? It's because, first and foremost, I don't think you're even as, you are a human being like me, or you are worthy of respect, dignity, or integrity. For you to be a human being means that you have an inalienable right to exist. The dignity you have is inherent in you. It's not something that you acquire either through education or social status or anything that is external. It is something that God has endowed you with. However, because of what the British did, it now created a relationship of subordination, a relationship of inferiority and superiority. That is why you discover that those who unleash these attacks on innocent citizens, on communities that have been peaceful, particularly Mango local government, where the governor of Plateau State presently comes from. Since 2001 that there have been crisis on the Plateau, there has never been any crisis in any of the wards or any villages of Mango local government. Suddenly, when somebody from there became the governor, that's the present governor, the entire theater of violence now relocated to that place. So, well, we'll come back to the political equation as to all of these issues. But what I want you to understand is this. Somebody feels he has rights to the land that these communities are inhabiting, which is their own ancestral land. And land is something that is given to you by God. Nobody can give you land. You could only acquire possession through maybe buying the place, or maybe through conquest, or maybe the land is given to you freely. But the only person who gives land to any human being is God.
So now let's, now you say this is about a complex festival, yes, talking about a caste system whereby some feel that they are superior than others. And in other words, we should know who the marauders, the terrorists are.
Sir, while I was driving down from Jos to this place, I received a call. A letter was sent to my own village where the the attackers are going to invade on the 29th of this December. And I want to assure you...
Wait a minute.
Yes.
A letter about an impending invasion,
All
was
of the
sent
attacks,
to your community.
Yes. All the attacks were orchestrated. There was a letter to that effect that was dropped by an anonymous person intimating the residents of Mangu local government, to be precise, that you will be attacked.
And when that does happen, for instance, in this case, does anyone report to the police or the authorities?
They received about 37 distress calls. That is Operation Safe Haven or the Joint Task Force. About 37 distress calls, yet nothing was done.
But in those communities, we also understand that there are some Fulanis who also live in those communities. They were also caught in that attack.
Well, I want to assure you that that is a narrative that cannot be substantiated, because all the casualties that we're talking about are in communities inhabited by Christians. And the security forces know the attackers. They even know their hideout. For the past 2 decades, they know where they orchestrate all of these attacks, because that autonomous community called Mahanga, which is at the foot of the Bokos Hills, bordering Wamba in Nasarawa State to the south, is this autonomous community from where these attacks are orchestrated. Just the same way we have in the Mandara Hills. The Mandara Hills in Borno State. For instance, the military relocated an entire community of over 11,000 people, leaving the entire Damboa road free for the terrorists to operate freely. They even collect tolls on the roads. As if we were in a Banana Republic. Section 14B of the 1999 Constitution, as amended, stipulates that the welfare and security of the people shall be the primary purpose of government, without which government loses its legitimacy.
You know, but before we let you go, because we're trying to get a sense of what exactly we're dealing with, and if we say there are warnings, and again, there's another warning about a coming attack. You say, let's get this straight. You're saying that these warnings are also communicated to the authorities, and still nothing is done to protect the people.
Yes, and these attacks could last for as long as 12 to 24 hours, and there is no security presence whatsoever. All the attacks
and in this coming attack, or that a letter has been communicated to the community, you don't mind naming the communities, perhaps?
Pushit community in Mangu local government area. Pushit, P-U-S-H-I-T.
Pushit community
in Mangu local government area of Plateau State. A letter was sent today that they are going to attack on the 29th. And I want to assure you that
anything changed apart from this communication since the president ordered a pursuit and possible apprehension of those who carried out this attack? Has anything happened?
No, the attacks are still going on, and there is any response from the security authorities. And I want you to know something. General T.Y. Danjuma alleged that the military colludes with these insurgents or terrorists to unleash terror on unsuspecting or innocent citizens. The entire Nigerian space was caught up with a lot of, all manner of accusations, name calling, and all of that. Are we not seeing that happening today?
You're an academic and a researcher. How does it work that a country's army that is peopled by people of different faith and cultures and tradition will, look the other way collectively, irrespective of what kind of attack that would come to their own people? So it lays a question mark on what the revered general had said some years ago, because I'm quite sure you're talking about what he said years ago.
That's right. Sir, let me just give you a classical example. How could a community be invaded, the inhabitants dislodged, and that community is renamed by the Fulani, and they still inhabit that community, and the security doesn't do anything about that? Government does not do anything about that. There are more than 37 communities that have been taken over and renamed by the Fulani in Plateau State.
Do the people also vote in elections?
Of course.
And does INEC use the new name that has been so called by the terrorists as catchment, identification for those communities?
That is what I cannot say, because that is not within within my own knowledge to either attest to whether INEC has reflected
Dr. Kavon, before we let you go,
yes.
what should we be looking to doing now? You're speaking on behalf of the people.
Yeah.
What are the demands of the people? How can we get this, get justice?
The demands of our people in the Middle Belt, particularly on the Plateau, is that one, we are being hunted like dogs, being killed, massacred in cold blood, and there is not any intervention whatsoever that comes from government. In Mangu local government, for instance, the IDP camp keeps exploding with what? With internally displaced persons who come to those camps. There is no any psychosocial support whatsoever. Imagine the trauma of losing your means of livelihood, losing your children, and everything that perhaps you depend on. Yet there is no any rehabilitation whatsoever, no any psychosocial support. They can hardly even feed. Some of them were in school and they had their entire education cut off. And at the end of the day, government should ordinarily realize that we are all citizens of this country and we should be treated equally. And beyond that, we understand that these attacks are being orchestrated in a manner that we cannot in any way there is no way the security can absorb itself from liability, because they do announce before they come. They come in thousands. Where would they ordinarily, how could 1,000 people, invade the local government area, and there are security agencies within all of those areas? How do they manage to pass? And how do they acquire their weapons?
Well, I think these are questions that are not rhetorical, but we demand answers, and we'll hope that we'll get to the authorities. And also for the version that we also hear about Fulani's communities are also being attacked, we'll also try and reach out to them. We'd like to thank you for your time. We do hope that, the President's order is taken into account and peace is returned and justice as well. Dr. Stanley Kavon, it's a delight speaking with you, but we'll stay on this, and we do hope that peace will.
Wow. Man, I probably played that video, you heard it. That they are expecting more attacks, So I wonder what they are doing, what the security is doing, and they said there'll be no help. Things are just happening. God save Nigeria, okay? God save Nigeria. That's what I will say. Please, guys, as you watch, can you share? And what do I have to say? Okay. And maybe let's pray for the people of Plateau State. Let's just pray for all of them, okay? Let's pray for all of them. That's what I will say. Now, guys, I think I have to call it a day, but this Fubara and Wiki, their case is still on. Let me just play a video of that one. Maybe from that one, we call it a day, okay? Wiki and Fubara, their case is still on. I heard the people of River State, they are saying, on your own, Fubara, if you say you want to carry on with what Tinubu said, you are on your own. Huh? They are saying that that's what they said. That's what they said. Okay. I'll just play it. So we'll just watch it, then I'll call it a day. Nothing much to say right now, okay?
Current governor, what he will never tolerate. He dared PDP. He dared anybody. Our mommy of the nation, Patience Jonathan, was instrumental to his becoming the governor of River State. She never permitted her to meddle into his affairs. 8 years he ruled. He's now Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Let him stay there. And allow this son, who is a governor with authority, to breathe. If you marry for somebody, will you sleep with that woman on behalf of that child? The answer is no. The important thing is they've gone to Abuja We appreciate and respect the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We appreciate all those people that gather together at Aso Rock. But their offices, with all due respect, are a creation of the law. And that law is the ground norm. That ground norm is the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Whatever thing you do must be within the confines of the Constitution. Any decision that you take that is in contravention of the laws of the land is a nullity. To say that a people that have been moved, that voluntarily moved out from the originating party, PDP, to APC, should now be permitted to now come back in breach of a constitutional provision is an aberration. It is a law, it's a directive that is not enforceable because it is a nullity from foundation. To say that a people that voluntarily resigned for personal reasons, for family reasons, for whatsoever reasons, now to be represented again to the House of Assembly for whatever purpose, is to say the least insulting.
Okay, sir. Just one last question from me. Two very key important political personalities that ordinarily should be in this meeting are not here. One, the chairman of the local government, then two, your representative at the House of Assembly. What do you make of it? What is this body going to do?
Including the former senator. Let's first of all talk about what they call it, the representative of the House of Assembly. We voted him into office. I was instrumental to delivering him in unit 5 of Ward 10, Okubolo. And Arnold is nothing without this group of people. Arnold had just only one vote. For him to take a decision to defect, he needed our consent. Having not done so, he lost that seat. Arnold is like a younger brother to me. I'm 36 years as a lawyer. He's a law student, and I'm saying to him, he did wrong. His act is irreversible. He's got to go and prepare for a new election under the APC. If he wins, good enough for him. George Sekbo and distinguished George Sekbo, I can assure you, everybody will come into this same family by his own volition. I haven't heard from him. I respect him. He knows what decisions to take. I respect him. I can assure you, wherever he is, his body, soul, and spirit with us. I can assure you by implication. Then, the local government chairman, first and foremost, as we are talking now, is a PDP chairman. And until in few months, his tenure will expire. I can't also speak for him. The most important thing is it discharging his obligations to his locality? If the answer is yes, I believe for now he is discharging those obligations. So to that extent, he hasn't also indicated that he's jumping the boat. So as far as I'm concerned, if he's not here, it could be for official and personal reasons. Who else? As of my brother and colleague Boma Yaye. Of course, what do you expect? Are you expecting Boma Yaye to be in the same family? He will lose his seat. It's a political appointment. To be an executive director, EDL, is a political appointment. Can you do that in breach of your paymaster, who in this case is a former governor of Rivers State, yes or Wike? If you do that, so Boma Yaye could be with us in his heart, in his spirit, but physically he can never venture into it. So I congratulate him. I won't force him to leave. Please, Boma Yaye, remain where you did. Be eating the money and be sending the money to us. Let all be eating together. That's the most important thing.
Your name?
Barrister Chris Itamna is my name. Former special advisor to the Rivers State government under Nyesom Israel Wike. I served meritoriously. I served him with all my heart.
Special advisor on what?
First on party and then on labor relations.
Okay.
Thank you.
Honorable Barrister Christian Akamabetwan, the immediate past vice chairman of Okubolo local government and the key actor for the war against militarization of 2019 general election in Okubolo local government area.
What do you make of today's outing? Why this outing by the Okubolo people?
This outing is to let the public, the entire world, to know that we, the people of Okubolo, are against impunity. We hate oppression. We hate undue influence on people. That we stood for our executive governor of the state, Siminalayi Joseph Obara, and any undue influence on him, any oppression against him is against the people of Ogubolo. That is why we are raising our voices to say no. And this call is a clarion call to the people of Ogubolo local government area who voted him into power, that their mandate is going to be taken for granted, and therefore we are to say no to it.
What do you have to say about your representative in the House of Assembly?
It's unfortunate.
That is part and parcel of the 27 lawmakers.
When a lawmaker doesn't even know one principle of law, it's unfortunate. If they had known one principle of law, they will know that what they did is against the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And insofar as the law has taken its course, that's it. We gave him the mandate. And the people are saying he has gone to another party. He got the position under the platform of PDP. Now that he has vacated this voluntarily without due rest, we are saying that seat belongs to.
Well, I'm just playing today. Something was on security on Plateau State. Okay, I'm just playing these ones. Fubara and Wike, the kissmen of all the people of Rivers State, are telling Fubara, if you dare take the agreement of Tinubu on your own, and they are telling him. So Fubara has said the worst peace is better than war. Well, for me, as I've said, I don't care about Wiki, I don't care about Fubara. What I care about is the Rivers State people. We want the people Rivers State to have good governance. And so that is what I'm just after. Let's continue with what you're saying. That is I call it a day, okay?
The president is said to have midwifed the peace pact in Abuja, containing 8 different items. You don't think this will be calling the president to a fight? That is the Ogubolo people, because the president said Mr. Governor should endorse his signature, which he has confessed to have done.
You know, when a man, like a polygamous family, when you are married to more than one wife and you decide to pamper one wife, there will be chaos in the family. The children will be divided. There will be hatred. It can lead to murder, and that is why the president has done. So we, the people of Ogubolo, are saying that as a president, the executive powers he has to be a president are the same power that our governor of Rivers State has. So a man of his caliber cannot come and suppress him. He refused it when Obasanjo tried to do it to him. He couldn't do it to Ambode. Why Siminalayi? Siminalayi's quietness doesn't make him a coward. His loyalty can never subjected him to slavery. So in a loud voice, we are saying no. Whatever they have done at the federal level, it should remain there. It's a different jurisdiction. Rivers State is also a different jurisdiction. Democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So the people are saying no to that rubbish they did. They should swallow it. That is their vomit. We are not going back. If when a fowl dog something behind, it doesn't go back to it. So we are saying no to that rubbish 8 point whatever count that they have done. It is none of our business. Let the court speak for itself. It's a constitutional matter. The Constitution has spoken, and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is the ground norm of every right. Unless the president is saying that paperwork has superseded or it has overridden the provision of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended. If not, it should just swallow his vomit. And here's some wicked that is using to cause this problem in Rivers State. If a community cook for one individual, he cannot eat it. So, Governor, this on weekend should be read that there are bigger pots they are using to cook for him to eat. Whether or not he can eat it is a question for him to eat.
Okay, very lastly, something very curious happened here. I wouldn't know if other noticed. The local government chairman of Ogubolo, who is supposed to drive this process, I am told is not here. What do you make of that?
I laugh in my local dialect. The local government chairman and his brother, Boma Yaye, the EDFA of NDDC, they are 2 brothers, siblings, but are taking the local government for granted. The local government chairman came on the platform of the seat, and a dog will begot a dog. When you have a deceiver, when you have a man that speaks from both sides of his mouth as your leader, here's some wicked who they claim to be their leader, always speak from both sides of his mouth. He will say, I hate this, and that is what he loves so much. And that is the product they call a leader. So the chairman of the local government, who came under the seat to be a chairman of the local government, will not come because they are benefiting from that deceit, that act of deceit, and they are so power hungry. His tenure of second tenure, which Nyesom Wike has already promised them, an immediate past governor who ceased to be a governor the day he vacated office is promising people to return them for second tenure. Who does that? The people make their choice, who vote, and we exercise our franchise. So you don't expect such a hungry person to be here. He cannot be here because he's benefiting from the wrongdoings of whatever Wike. Don't even want to know. We are used to the name Sim.
Okay. Very lastly from me, for you to recall a legislator, you have to initiate the recall proceeding. When is your Ogbolo people going to do that to your...
Well, as a matter of fact, you should know that Ogbolo has intellectual giants. We are kingmakers. We know what to do at the exact time. This is just a signal that indeed we know the right time to be done. But the processes, they are not even that cumbersome for us to carry out. We have a lot of lawyers, old lawyers, young lawyers, capable hands to handle that process. We are not ignorant of the law.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This meeting has came up with a resolution of which you are part of the signatures. What motivated you? What made you through the line of thought of what's happening here?
Of course, you know that in Rivers State, there is orderliness in Rivers State. And that orderliness from the Bible also is implanted in Rivers State. God himself, after creating we the human beings, said, "Come, let us reason together," which means there is always an opportunity God has given for us to sit together and discuss our matters. Of course, you know that in any kingdom, there is only one king. After the demise of the other king, then the son can become a king. Otherwise, the father's throne will be vacant. You know, I feel very sorry or very pitiful for those that said they are godfathers. You know that if you don't pass through sonship, it is difficult for you to handle fatherhood. I believe that Nyesom Wike did not pass through sonship. If he was a son to somebody, and today he's a father to somebody, he will know how a father behaves to a son. And it is not that way. If a father begins to put pressure on the neck of the son will say, "Daddy, I don't want this leg to be on my neck." So, as far as this issue is concerned, Nyesom Wike didn't handle it well. If you want to be a father, you must allow your son to have space, to breathe. And what he has done is absolutely wrong. So all those things that have been done in Abuja are for their constitutional matters. And they will be handled one after the other. The son, Sim.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Let's stop it.
No.
Thanks for checking out Symphony on YouTube. Please.
Guys, that is I just played that so to or just a review of what Tinubu, Fubara and Wike as and some I think I would say some few was it some few hours ago the PDP has said the PDP lawmakers are defected from the House of Assembly to APC. They've lost their seat. That's what they said a few hours ago. That the PDP people, rather party, have said. I don't care about them really. What I care about is good governance in Rivers State. But Rivers people, they deserve the best. Fubara, Wike, won't win. They both they got together to rig the election for Tinubu in Rivers State. So I don't really care much about them, seriously. I don't really care much about them. I pray for for peace in that country, in that state, because their own is always I would say they play a stupid politics, childish politics. That's what they always do, which is not good. Which is not good. Which is just not good. Okay. Man, it's been it's been a long day, man. I saw on that one too. People are blaming the death of Akeredolu on his wife and many things. Man, I don't know what to say about that anyway, but I think the guy is gone, all right? What's the next way forward? Okay. That is what people should be after right now. What's the next way forward? And may he so rest in peace. And to Nambagali, died also, the former speaker. May he so rest in peace. They did a great job for the country in their own capacity. They did, I mean, they've done things, as I've said. Kudos to Gadabali. He would try to make sure the assembly was independent of judiciary, no influence, and he tried to make sure the third term of Obasanjo did not materialize. Okay, did materialize. Okay, those are one of the things. Some of the things he did. For me, he did a great thing. Okay, he did a great thing. All right. So Tinubu has not visited Plateau State. We're still waiting. They say he sent VP, Vice President, and the other people, but a father should go and take care of his house. So not by sending people. That's what I'm just saying. It's not by sending people at all, at all. It's not by sending people at all. So, man, for the River State, well, let's see what's going to happen. Afubara, I don't want to play it. I have a bit for to play there, but I don't want to play it. Let me leave them alone. Let me leave them alone, okay? Um, right. I think I will stop here for today, okay? Guys, thanks so much for watching. Please kindly like, share, and let's make it happen, okay? Let's make it happen. Nigeria can be great again. Don't give in, don't give up. There's a hope. We have we have hope, okay? There is very big hope, okay? There is big hope. So we should not give up at all. Give up at all. Uh, this is just River State. That's it talking, Sha. I just wanted to play a little bit.
Sensitivity to the people's security, political and social interests. The forum is of the opinion that the proclamation is a death sentence as it breaches all legal and constitutional rights sworn by the governor to uphold. In the letter titled Peace in Galilee, the forum advised the governor to be guided by the constitution he swore to uphold in his quest to restore peace to the state. According to the open letter by the elders, the forum believes that there could be peace in Port Harcourt and indeed the entire river state if only your excellency would be circumspect in your actions, measured in your engagements, and have a critical mind in your review of events. Therefore, Mr. Governor, you have no constitutional or any other legal power to implement the presidential peace proclamation. Responding to a question on whether the governor has ever responded to their previous comments on the issue in the state, George clarified that, "We are not acting for or on behalf of the governor. We are acting as individuals or group of residents and indigenes of River State, and we are acting in accordance with the law, the Constitution. We don't need to wait for advice or to listen to information or a piece of written messages." We act based on what we know and perceive to be factual. And we know that an agreement or proclamation was written which was not in the best interest of Rivers people, and we are acting on that. The governor may be taking his actions unknown to us, we don't know, we have not exchanged any direct correspondence in relation to this issue or proclamation. We are acting in the interest of the Rivers people. George said the forum will act accordingly if the governor implements everything signed in the peace accord. According to him, we cannot predetermine what he will do or what will happen, but we believe that he will not take any action contrary to the law or contrary to the interests of the citizens of Rivers State. On his part, Professor Edward Bristol Aligberia, head of the Legal Committee, Rivers Elders and Leadership Forum and Dean, Faculty of Law, University of Port Harcourt, said, "What the Elders Council is trying to do is to remind both parties in the dispute of the law that they swore to uphold, which is why one of the actions taken here is to ask the court to interpret the law. If he goes ahead to implement this against the court judgment, then that's between him and the law." Aligberia clarified that the Elders Forum is not taking sides with any of the parties in the dispute, but are only calling the parties to order. Daily Post recalls that some members of the Rivers Elders and Leadership Forum have already filed a case at the Federal High Court in Abuja to declare the peace agreement brokered by the President between Governor Fubara and the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, unconstitutional. The case is led by a member of the Rivers State House of Assembly representing Bonny State constituency, Victor Jumbo, Senator Bennett Barabi, Senator Andrew Uchendu, Rear Admiral O.P. Finjizi, and Keo Briggs, and Emmanuel Dainma. They also, in the suit, asked the court to order the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to conduct a fresh election to replace 27 lawmakers who defected from the People's Democratic Party, PDP, to the All Progressives Congress, APC. The political crisis in Rivers State is predicated on the sudden rift between Governor Fubara and Wike. The actual reasons for the duo going their separate ways, barely 6 months after Fubara's inauguration, has been widely speculated. The crisis has, however, affected the legislative arm of the state, leading to two factions, one loyal to the governor and the other loyal to the minister. The president is said to have intervened in the political crisis in the state, leading to a purported peace deal signed on December 18 by both parties, a deal which has been widely criticized by many, including the chairman of the Pan-Niger Delta Forum, Pa Edwin Clark. Many have also said the peace deal appeared to be more in favor of Wike. Meanwhile, Rivers elders and leaders have rejected the outcome of President Bola Tinubu's intervention in the political crisis rocking the state. The elders and leaders kicked against the directives issued by President Tinubu to the Rivers State Governor, Samini Alayi Fubara, saying it contravenes the Constitution. The elders, rising from an emergency meeting held on Tuesday, said the directives as issued by Tinubu are unacceptable, null and void. A review of President's directives for the resolution of the political impasse in Rivers State showed that the directives contravene the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which Mr. President swore to uphold at all times, the elders said in a communique.
Alright guys, I got to stop here, man. Thank you guys for watching. I just played that for the River State, but today the case was just on Plateau State, okay? Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Coping with the season. Please enjoy the season. Enjoy the season, man. I'm grateful to God for what He has done. Beginning of the year to today, the year is rolling by, and so be grateful. Count your blessings and commit the next year into God's hand for a better year for you, for your family, for the country, Nigeria, you know, for everyone. Pray, okay? Prayer works, man. So that is it, guys. So please don't give in or give up. Maybe your dreams and your vision this year has not really materialized, but don't give up, okay? Don't give up, okay? Please, guys, don't give up. There is hope at the end of the tunnel. All right, there is real hope. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Just believe that, okay? Keep on. There is something inside of you. You can make it happen. There is something inside of you can break out, okay? Trust God has blessed you. That's something God has given you. And the body side of you, so use it, okay? Next year will be better, far better. No obedience, no giving. Let's keep on the fight. And this year has been so glorious and been so good, despite the election, everything that happened. And to his essence, will be Merry Christmas, Happy New Year in advance, and God bless you, God bless your family. Thank you for standing by and for saying the struggle continues. You will not give in, will not give up. Thank you for saying that, and all obedience around the world. We, by God's grace, we are going to make sure the dreams of having a better Nigeria, a working Nigeria, will be achieved. That's what this is our prayer, to have a Nigeria for our dream, a Nigeria that is working. That's our dream. So I will say happy birthday to Obi, happy birthday to all, happy birthday to all, happy New Year in advance to everyone, to to everyone. Coping of the seasons, man, and God bless you. God bless Nigeria. So I call it off right now, please. As you watch, kindly like, kindly share, and subscribe to our YouTube channels. We have 50 channels. It's all right now. We're also on Twitter, on Facebook. Please kindly follow, share. Okay, it's a family stuff. Okay, we are our own to make Nigeria work again. That is for me personally. That's what I'm after. Not let's make Nigeria work again. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will say God bless you. God bless Nigeria. Bye.